The new police chief in Ottawa is a total dickhead. I really miss Chief Slowly, and that is saying a lot because I don't even want police at all. I think we would be much better without it, handling our affairs by ourselves. Anyone who responds to that negatively is in fear. Picture it like this, like when two kids are fighting and the parent eventually stops the car and says, okay, well, get out of the car and go fight. Typically, the kids don't fight at all. They just work it out verbally. I think that's what would happen with the entire police force, but there were more police downtown on Friday than there were protesters. Look at the videos. There was like 1.5 cops per protester. They blocked off the city. You couldn't get into Nicholas. You couldn't get into Bronson. Actually, Bronson's been closed for a little bit, but Rochester was closed off. And this was east and west. Now, you could still make your way downtown pretty easily because it's a pretty drivable city, but there was more security than even at the convoy, which was like 20 times as big. I don't even know if people pay attention to Canadian politics. They probably don't, and you're probably better off for it, but we finally made the real news in like January, February this year with the convoy, and this was kind of part two with the bikers. It was a really nice weekend. So whatever amount you saw there was really just because it was nice out, and we're still in a semi-state of lockdown in Canada. Someone made a comment in one of the chats yesterday, like, why do you live in Canada? I was like, yeah, well, I'm born here. Please point me to where you live that's such a bastion of freedom. United States? Are you kidding me? Everywhere in the world is going this direction. It's just a sliding scale of how far into totalitarianism you are. Show me one country that has really taken a stand against COVID-19 measures and increased police control and increased tyranny, really. Show me any country in the world. The only people who really stuck their necks out were these African guys. One of them actually sent off the PCR tests and tested them for like plantains, goats, and various other jungle fruit, and they all came back positive. So he made a huge, I think it was Mufugli, and he was one of the African presidents, but he was killed after that. There was a couple other in Africa that apparently didn't get the memo that you either go along or you get murdered, but nowhere in the world is trending in the right direction. The Twitter takeover was supposed to be a big deal, but it looks like that might not even go through because we don't really know who Elon Musk really is, and we don't know if he has the cash to actually make it happen. And you know, apparently this deal could have taken 6 months anyway, so a free internet is not looking very likely. It's called social media for a reason, because it's fucking promoting socialism. And yeah. So, the old police chief in Ottawa, Chief Peter Slowly, exercised a godlike level of restraint in the Freedom Convoy. I have no idea why he was thrown under the bus. No one else would have respected Canadians' rights to protest as much as he did. So he actually somewhat did his job as a police chief, and the new guy is just a complete fucking piece of shit. He ordered like 900 individual units for a tiny nothing protest in Ottawa. This was not big. There were not thousands and thousands of people here. This was not even like a European scale protest, yet they took active measures to block the downtown core for no reason. And Gatineau, the police were all over the place. You know, Friday and Saturday. So what does that tell you? This is just the way things are now. Any voicing up against your owners is going to get a response like that. And they want increased police control. Well, what's going to give it to them? 50 protesters apparently elicit a response that's like, they wouldn't even send that response to a bomb threat or, you know, a child abuser, you know? Yet an anti-mandate protest gets 1,000 officers, which costs how many fucking millions of dollars, right? All the taxpayers' dime. And yeah, these cops are just sitting there with their batons and rubber bullet guns. Like, it's just totally normal to do that against peaceful protesters in Canada. What a fucking disgrace. People should be outraged at the state of the world. It doesn't even matter where you are. You could be upset about the people who put frickin' tickets on your car. Or, you know, people who think they are God on earth. And that's actually the system that we live in, so understand that. People who think they're God on earth, and everyone else is supposed to follow. The people who don't follow, these Neanderthals who think they rule things, are apparently subject to violence and torture, which is absolutely insane. So that's just my little coverage. Yesterday was actually awesome. It was a contest day. One of my buddies actually won the entire event, which was amazing. But yeah, we don't get weekends like that in Canada very often, where it's 16 degrees, sunny. So yeah, pretty cool all around, but very disheartening to see what happened in the capital city of Canada. So, till next time guys, peace out.